wow, a lot of artists have influenced me. Miles Davis, John Coltrane, of course, Sonny Rollins, Thelonious Monk, Jimi Hendrix, Prince, James Brown, and several drummers, Max Roach. I'd love to work with, I've played with him before, but I've never worked with him, but I'd love to work with Herbie Hancock. I'd love to work with Chick Corea. I'd love to work with Keith Jarrett. I've played with this guy before too, but I've never worked with him really on a regular basis, McCoy Tyner. So I named a bunch of piano players, but yeah, those guys I would love to play with. My suggestion or advice for a young jazz student is to play as much as possible, remain open to as much information as you can get. Right now, in this day and age, in 2012, 2013, there's so much information at a young person's disposal that it's almost overwhelming. Because for my generation of musicians, especially early on, the first 3 or 4 decades of my life, there was no internet, there was no YouTube, and the first 30 years of my life, there was no 20 years, there was no video, there was no DVD, there was none of that stuff. So for me, the only way to see some of the artists that I wanted to see was go see them in person, because they weren't on television at the time. So now, if a young musician is interested in seeing, let's say, Miles Davis, you can go online and watch hours and hours of Miles Davis concert footage from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, up, mainly spanning his whole career, and ditto with whoever it is that you want to see. So there's no excuse for not going out and checking people out if you want to see what they look like when they play and that sort of thing. Oddly enough, a lot of young students don't do it, and they have it at their disposal, and it's just like, when I was coming up, I would have probably driven 5 hours to see a video of Elvin Jones, let alone to go see him live. But I would have driven that far to see a video, because for the first 10 or 15 years of my listening to him, I had no idea what he looked like when he played the drums. So seeing him for the first time play the drums was like an epiphany for me. And that goes true with a lot of people that I finally saw for the first time. So use all the resources that you have at your disposal. That would be and play as much as possible, and go see as many people live as you can. And in terms of Thailand, I'm really, really super excited to go to Thailand, because it's one of the places that I've always wanted to visit, and I'm a big fan of culture, and I'm a big fan of food. And any country that offers a certain type of food, I want to be there. And Thailand has some of the best food in the world, and I'm a huge fan of Thai food, so I can't wait to eat the food and meet the people.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.